Hello everyone. Today I am playing with my PE800 Embroidery Machine, and the last time I uploaded a video, I sort of figured out how to reverse back if say my thread broke or whatnot, and a lot of you guys were asking me to show you how. So I'm just kind of playing around. I don't have a lot of knowledge on this machine or any embroidery machine. So I'm just kind of learning as I go. And so I wanted to take you guys along with me because I just started this project and I did that. I'm making a little pumpkin. And so I just finished that. Okay, now I started another section here because I just need really small piece. So I started another section here, and what happened is my very first thread didn't catch, so I lost it, and my machine had started stitching without my thread. So I don't know, let me see if I can get in there closer and show you if you can see. Oops, if you can see the little needle mark right around this section. I'm sorry, I know it's really hard, but I'm trying. There you go. I think that's a little better. Anyways, and I noticed, that's when I realized that, hey, I don't have the thread. So, and then if you look on the monitor here, oh, let me just go back here. Okay, you look on the monitor, we're obviously on the very first thread, and it said that this color is going to take a minute. Ella, stop it, please. And so while it started, it stitched 54 times already. So what we need to do is reverse it, and you want to go to this little guy. Okay, this says the needle is down. Press the needle position button to raise the needle. Okay, so this would be that. So we press that, so it's up. Now we go back here, and we're going to press this. We are going to go back 54 stitches. You can go back 1 stitch at a time or 10 stitch at a time. And then 100. Obviously we don't need to go 100, so we're just going to stick with 10. So we're going to hit that button, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we're back at 0 where we need to start. So I hope that was helpful. And so now we need to hit OK. So we're back there, and our stitches is back at 0, and then obviously it says 0 because we haven't stitched. But the whole project is gonna take 6 thread, and it's gonna take 1,778 stitches, and it's only gonna take 4 minutes to complete that. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, just jot them down on the comments below. And I would just suggest that each time you start a new thread, just pay attention on your number of stitches. Right now I don't know where to find the number of stitches per thread. It only shows how many minutes, but up there it shows you 4 minutes to 4 minutes to complete the project, and this is the minutes that you've stitched thus far. So we're all in red across the board. So yeah, you just kind of, I mean, like I said, I have so much to learn, and as I go, I get more familiar with the thread countings and such. So, but this is where, if you ever need to go back or go forward, this is where you need to do, okay? And then you just go, whether you need to go back or move forward or go back at 0. But anyway, so I suppose I could have just hit this and I was back at 0. So anyways, but I wanted to show you guys how to actually just reverse back, whether or not, how many stitches you need to go back, because you never know. It happened to me where my thread kind of got all knotted there in the middle of the stitch, so I had to like really count back. So but anyways, I hope that was helpful, and if you guys have any question, I'll do my best to answer them for you guys. So alright, so that's where I'm at right now. So I'm ready to start embroidering again. I don't know what happened, why the stitches kind of skip on me. So let me see if I can. Ooh, this is good. This is a good spot. So I'll keep you guys here for a second and just kind of take you along. I'm gonna lift my foot and just to kind of grab this guy and just to give me, I want to pull it down a little bit, okay, just so I have something to hang on to and we don't lose it again. Well, we'll see what happens. So I put my foot down, I'm back at green up here, right there, and that's my start button. So I'm just gonna press it and get started. I'm gonna stitch 1 or 2 just to make sure it caught it. Okay, I don't think it did. I'm gonna lift it, let me just check it out. Okay, I don't think it did. It didn't catch it. Let me see. I think maybe my bottom thread might not be catching. So there was supposed to be 10 stitches. So now I'm gonna go, let me see if I can use this guy. I'm gonna go here, press the needle, okay. I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna go back to 0, and there, boom, we're back at 0. All right, let me put you here. My door is jammed. Let me just close it all the way so we'll stop hearing that ding dong, ding dong. All right, that chimes for my alarm. Okay, let me take this out really quick, and let's check the bottom thread. Make sure we are catching it and we're not stuck anywhere. Yeah, it looks like we were stuck somewhere. Okay, so let's try this again. Oops. Thread it. Thread it. There. Alright, let's try this again. I am reusing some old, some old stabilizer here. So, you know me, I don't like to waste anything. If I can use it, I will save it and use it. Okay, because this stuff is expensive and it's less waste. So, all right, let's put the needle back down and hit start button again. Okay, I think we're catching it. I just want to cut this excess here so it doesn't get caught there and ruin our image. So now let's start. Okay, it's going. I'm gonna stop it. I have a good access to this extra string at this point, so I'm gonna Go ahead, take that opportunity and cut it. It's hard for me because the camera is right in front of me. Now I want to remove that because I don't want it getting stuck on my image. Okay, it was okay. It was hard for me because the camera is right there. So let's start again. Okay, that's done. Now I'm gonna cut my thread and I'm gonna change to the next stitch, but I gotta lift my foot in order to do that. All right, now over here on your screen the black is gone, so now the screen is telling us that you need your next color of embroidery thread, and so I'm gonna do that, the orange. So I'm just gonna fit it through here. You always want to make sure your foot is up, otherwise the threading is not gonna work right for you. Okay. Oops, there you go. I got an automatic threader here, so I need a tweezer. So I don't waste thread. Look at how much thread I wasted here. Okay, right? Put that down, and then we're gonna say start. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna raise it up. I'm gonna cut my excess thread and bring my needle back down and hit start. Oh, I'm gonna lift it again. See, this guy should be covered in there. I'm gonna lift my needle again. Okay, there's some extra black thread there. Hold it out, bring my needle back down and hit start. I just want to make sure nothing is caught there. It's gonna be hard to remove. I was gonna stitch this image by hands, but I realized I have an embroidery machine and I haven't really played with it for a while, so I thought, well, would it be a perfect time to get used to it, you know, and play around with it. So it's just a really small project, so I thought, let's do it. It's fairly, you know, easy, and as you use it more and more, you get pretty comfortable. I told you guys the first time I opened this and used it, I felt very, very intimidated. It's because I never used an embroidery machine before, but now that I'm playing with it a little bit more, it gets better and better. So don't get afraid. Okay, so that one is done, and so I'm gonna cut my, oops, I'm gonna bring that up. I'm gonna cut my thread and then bring my needle, my foot up, and now we're going to the next color. And each time you do a project, you do this over and over again, you're gonna be an expert in threading your embroidery machine. Alrighty, so that's threaded. Let's make sure you're on the right position there. Okay, we're gonna put the needle down and stitch 1 or 2. Stop, bring the needle up. It's just a habit I like to do, just so I have a nice clean surface and an image at the end. Okay, bring my needle back down and hit start. Okay, got my needle, my thread. The needle is up, so I'm gonna raise my foot. Next.
Alright guys, so I think I'll go ahead and end this video here. So of course everybody knows that all these issues that we could be having trouble with our machines, all the answers on all this can be found in our manual. But of course, if you're like me, I have no time. I wouldn't sit down and read the manual, to be honest with you. I am a very visual learner, so and I learn better as I go along with this. So yes, I get scared, I get nervous, but it's my machine, and I'm gonna go in there and play with it whenever possible, so I can better get acquaintance with it and learn it and get a better understanding with my sewing machine, so I can in turn around and create some beautiful images and project to share with everybody. So but I hope that this is helpful. I am no means an expert on this. I'm fairly new with embroidery machine. As I keep saying, we're gonna learn together. We're gonna learn from each other, and I will continue to share with you guys new obstacles that I run into, and then possibly you won't have to in case you run into it, you have solution for it rather than opening that manual, because it's no fun. So thank you so much for watching. I hope it was helpful. Take care. Bye-bye.